Forget your ketchup, your sriracha, even your fancy artisanal soy sauce. For the ancient Romans, there was only one true king of condiments, one secret ingredient that found its way into virtually every dish, from the humblest stew. You're probably thinking, fermented fish sauce? That sounds potent. And you'd be right. But before you wrinkle your nose, let me tell you, garum was a culinary powerhouse, a flavor bomb that elevated Roman cuisine to heights we can only imagine today. It was so vital, so ingrained in their daily lives that its production was a massive industry with factories lining the coasts of the Mediterranean. The demand was insatiable. From the legions marching across Gaul to the senators debating in Rome, everyone craved that umami punch. And the Romans weren't shy about it. They put it on everything: eggs, vegetables, meat, even fruit. It was their salt, their spice, and their secret weapon for making bland foods sing. But what was garum exactly, and how did they make this liquid gold? The process was, well, let's just say it wasn't for the faint of heart or nose. The basic recipe was deceptively simple: fish, salt, and thyme. But the magic happened in the details. They'd use small, oily fish like anchovies, mackerel, or sprats, sometimes even mixing in fish guts and blood for extra flavor. These would be layered with coarse sea salt in massive vats, left to ferment under the scorching Mediterranean sun for weeks, even months. The enzymes in the fish, along with the salt, would break down the proteins, creating a rich, savory, incredibly complex liquid. The aroma, I can only imagine, was unforgettable. Pliny the Elder, a Roman naturalist, described it as a precious liquor. Other accounts suggest the smell could clear a forum. But the end result, the garum itself, was strained and bottled, ready to be shipped across the empire. The quality varied, of course. Just like today's olive oils or wines, there were different grades of garum. The most prized, Garum sociorum, came from Cartagena in Spain, made from the blood and intestines of tuna. It was incredibly expensive, a luxury item for the elite. But even the cheaper versions were a staple for the masses. So how did it taste? Imagine the most intensely savory, umami-rich flavor you can conceive. It's salty, yes, but with a depth that goes beyond mere sodium. There are notes of brininess, a subtle sweetness, and that unmistakable fermented funk that makes your mouth water. It's a flavor enhancer, a natural MSG that brightens and deepens everything it touches. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds a lot like Asian fish sauce, and you'd be absolutely right. The similarities are striking, suggesting a universal appeal for this powerful flavor profile. But the Roman garum had its own unique character, shaped by the specific fish, salts, and fermentation methods available to them. But the story of garum isn't just about food. It's about commerce, innovation, and the incredible ingenuity of the Roman Empire. It tells us about their daily lives, their economy, and their sophisticated understanding of flavor.